because under preferences you can control how the selection anchors are displayed. So here it says highlight anchors on mouse over, which you've seen when I do that. And usually I haven't had any need to change any of these defaults, but you can change how the anchors, points, and the handles are displayed. So I just pretty much keep it like that. So if you want to do anything with there, this is where you do it. You go into your preferences and selection and anchor display. Okay. All right. So we've done join points. And now let's go to smooth path. Okay, so let me go to another layer here so we can have some little bit of fun. All right. So now I'm going to draw a little herky-jerky dinosaur because I want to show you how to smooth path, but unless I have a very smooth, unless I have a very irregular path, it won't be all that great. So let me draw a dinosaur here. It's amazing that dinosaurs ruled the earth for millions of years. We humans have only been here a little while. Just a blink in the history of the universe. Okay, almost done here. Close that off. So you see when I want to close off a path, see a little circle appears next to the pen tool. So it lets me know that I'm right over the anchor, and then I can close that path there. All right. So let's get a mutant dinosaur in view here. Okay. Now, let's go to the Smooth Path tool, which is found under the Pencil tool. So you can see it's Smooth tool, and that's what we're going to use. There's no keyboard shortcut for it, so you have to go to the Pencil tool and pick the Smooth tool here. Okay, so now when I want to smooth something, what I'm going to do, when I have the Smooth tool selected, I'm going to trace over the path that I want to smooth. And you can see some of the points were taken out. So that's how it's smoothing the path. So let me smooth it over some more so you can see a more dramatic effect of this in action. Okay, you see more points that are disappearing. Okay, so you get the gist of it. So this is what it looked like before I started smoothing. So you can see how that changed as I went through and smoothed it. All right, so that's the Smooth tool. So now let me show you how to split and divide and cut this dinosaur up. So we have that in our cutting tools. So under the eraser tool, we have scissors and knives in the call out. So let's go with the scissors tool first. So the keyboard shortcut for that is C. So now, and this doesn't necessarily have to be selected, even though selected now. You can just put it on your path and cut it. Oh, that shouldn't happen. Somehow, I want to make sure I have a closed path when I'm starting. Okay, so let me select this. Let's see, there's a lot of paths over here. Yeah, sometimes you got to be careful when you're doing things like this. So let me just remove this path so I know exactly what's move these extra points. So I know exactly what's okay. So now I got clean points. So I was rushing a little bit. Okay, now do Command J. Okay, now my path is closed. Okay, so now I can show you how scissors operate on a closed path. Then I'm going to show you how scissors operate on an open path. So just click there, click there. Now you see just this top part is selected. Doesn't look like much has happened, but now this is separate from the bottom. But if I go to, and I can separate it. But that's if I don't deselect. So let me go back. And let me show you what happens. Okay, now I've deselected. Now, even though it's separated, because I deselected, it's still one thing, it's still one unit. Okay, so let me go back a little bit more before I added the points. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to cut again. This time I'm going to, oops, went back too far. Yeah. Okay, let me just delete this again. Okay, and this is good because I can show you how you can reinforce what we've already learned. So now I got my closed path. Okay, deselect it, which you don't have to do, but that's okay. So I'm going to go with the scissors here, 1 point. Scissors there with 1 point. Go over here, the scissors with 1 point. Now we're starting to see something happen, which you didn't before. And the scissors here. Okay, so now you can see that's selected, so I can move that because I've cut that away. But if I deselect, that's gone, and these 2 points are selected. So now I've severed the connection between the dragon and the points. Okay, so that's the scissors tool. So let me go show you the knife tool. So I can just drag with the knife tool, and you can see, I can immediately see a difference here where I've cut with the knife tool. So now I can move that whole section away. Now if I want a straight line with the knife tool, again, hold down the shift key. Usually the shift key is what you always need to get a straight line, and just go right across. Oops. Okay, hold down shift. And I have a straight line there. Okay. Oops, was I holding down the shift key or the caps lock key? Sometimes I do that. Make sure I have the shift key. Okay. Yep, so I got a nice little bit of shank there. Hope that's the dark meat and very tasty. Alright, so let me put my dragon back together, because I have some other uses for him. Now let me show you how to divide. So let me put this heart here on top of the dragon, and let me go to Object, Path, and divide objects below. So what's going to happen now is that the dragon is below the heart, and so now I'm going to divide the dragon with the heart. So I'm going to select this. Doesn't look like much happened, but something did happen, because you'll see the bounding box is around both the heart and the dragon. I keep saying dragon. This is a dinosaur, not a dragon. Why did you correct me? So now I'm just going to select the heart, pull the heart away, and now we see kind of a cookie cutter effect where there's a new path cut into the dragon so we can see everything behind it. So this is how you will divide. Okay, now let's go back, because there are other ways to divide also, to divide paths. So we did smooth paths, I did Showed you how, oh, I didn't show you how to simplify the path. But I did show you divide paths. So let's go back and let me show you what simplify is. Okay, now we will select a path and go to Object, Path, Simplify, and you get a dialog box that comes up. Now I have curve precision, and this is the higher the percentage, creates more points. You have the angle threshold, and this is useful to keep corner points sharp, even if the curve precision is low. So let me just get the preview here, so you can see with 50% how much it curves. So it took out a lot of points. So you do it even lower, it takes out more. And also I can use straight lines. So now I can see what it would look like with all straight lines and hardly any curves at all. Well, actually there's no curves because you see that heart has just been converted. Okay, so let me show you something else. Let me take off the color. Okay, now let me pull up that dialog box. Object, Path, Simplify. Now here you see Show Original. So let me click Straight Lines, Preview, and Show Original. Okay, there's some yellow lines here that are not quite clear, so let me see if I can get that to show a little bit better. That's not going to be it. Okay, well, let's see if I can. Okay, the yellow lines are what the show original is. So let me see. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, let me put it on the background. Show the background so you can see that. And the background's not coming up. I have that. Okay, let me take away the guides because I don't need that right now. Oops, not the guides. I want to take away the grid. Okay, high grid. Here's my dinosaur paths. Okay. All right, now. So path, again, sometimes always simple things. So I had another layer in between my background layer that I wanted to show you. Okay, so I was showing you simplify. Okay, so straight, preview, and you can see all the straight lines, and I click show original, and now you can see the original compared to what the straight lines look like. So I would take off straight lines and pull this higher up. You can see now the higher percentage, just like I told you, I won't lie to you, it matches closely more to the original because I had a lot of points in there anyway. So now when I take that down and have less points, you can see where that is, the black line compared to the yellow line. So yellow line is the original. Okay, so that's how you can check that out and get something that you like. Now another thing which I didn't show you with smoothing, that there's a dialog box also for that. So we have the smooth tool. Okay, double click, and so with the fidelity, this determines, and when you're using the smooth tool, how far your cursor has to move before it will create another point, and the smoothness shows you the higher value. When you put a higher value percentage point in here, then you get a smoother curve. Okay, so I didn't do that earlier when I was on the smooth tool. Okay, so let's go back here. I think we're about ready to finish this up. Okay, so just simplify paths. Let me choose something that writes. There. Simplify paths, and I've shown you how to divide and split the path. So that looks like that's it for today. So thank you for stopping by educated.com for this Adobe CS6 lesson. And there will be homework associated with this one where you'll get to use most of what you see here. And I mean, the lesson's designed to put most of it there. I mean, but you can do what you want. I mean, it's free form. It's just a guide to get you started and to reinforce your knowledge of what you're already seeing here. Okay, so thanks for coming. Go out and just create.